Don't go anywhere. Figure out where we're going next week. Stay till the end. Nick and his friends have traveled to several different escape rooms together, becoming a team of escape room enthusiasts. Soon their hobby became a career, and Clue Avenue was created. Their quirky rooms and contagious energy have been known to bring customers back for more. His rooms are not only designed for friends and family, but also team building. Not only does it require communication, but also allows employees to utilize their specific skill sets. Follow me as we explore Nick's amazing escape room here on Find Your Escape.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, you are watching Find Your Escape. I'm the host of the show, Amanda Contreras, with Nick in Escondido, Clue Avenue, one of 4 couples, 8 really close friends that opened up an amazing escape room. So we're gonna jump right in, say hello to Nick. Obviously, you have an amazing personality, so tell me how you got started with an escape room.
So a little over 2 years ago, me and 7 of my close friends went down to San Diego to try this new escape room thing. One of our friends had some experience with it, and he wanted to kind of introduce the rest of us to it. So we went down to Escapism, Tangerine's place. Shout out to Tangerine.
Hey, Tangerine!
And we had such a great time. It was just such a fun experience. And afterwards, we went to lunch, and we just started discussing, like, hey, this is... as fun as it wasn't too complicated of a process. It seemed quite simple, and yet there was so much fun involved in it, and we were all thinking, hey, we've all got different backgrounds, business background, marketing background, theater background, like, we could probably do something like this in Escondido, because there's not currently anything like that here. And then we were like, okay, cool, let's do it. So we just started looking for a place, found a place, came up with the business plan, all that stuff, and just went for it, basically.
So it's really funny because it seems to be, and that was technically my story in a nutshell as well. We play a game, we fall in love with it, and it's like, oh my God, we have to do this. So I'm super excited that that's your story too.
Totally.
What is your background? You are actually originally from Hawaii.
Yeah. I was born in Hawaii. I've lived in the islands all my life, Ponape, Micronesia, Fiji, everywhere, and then eventually ended up in Escondido. My background is more in marketing. I did marketing for a few years for this online company, and that was kind of what my experience was. As far as some of the other owners, there's some other business owners going on. One does high school theater regularly. One's was a preschool teacher for quite a while. And then just other mixed backgrounds, basically. And so a lot of us had these individual skills, the creativity, the tech, the set design, the business management aspects to our group, that we really made just an awesome little core group to be able to start an escape room. Now, 8 owners, it's a lot of people to try and, make decisions and stuff. But I think overall, the fact that we were all good friends beforehand, and still are.
Did you guys flip a coin?
Yeah, I know. We just flip a coin and Nick's right. No. So, no, it really helped us when it came to making decisions and kind of pushing through and just starting this business. And, once we got it going, it was a fun adventure after that.
So, when did you guys start?
So we started in July 2016.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And you have 2 rooms here.
Yeah. The Villain's Lair is our original one, and then recently we've opened the room we're in now, the Dreamscape room.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the Villain room.
Villain's Lair room. So basically, if you think kind of the comic book world, it's a supervillain that's trying to take over the world and destroy the world. And so your team, when you play our room, has been hired by the FBI to infiltrate his lab and to stop his evil plans, because basically he's trying to release Formula X onto the San Diego water system to poison everybody.
Oh, no.
And so you guys got to go in, stop his plans, get the antidote, and ultimately self-destruct his lab. So that's that story in a nutshell.
That's really cool. And that is 60 minutes?
Yeah.
And how many players for that room?
We recommend it for 8 players or less, basically.
Wow, okay, so a bigger room, definitely. And then for this awesome, amazing room, how many players and what is the story for this one? Because I see, sorry, I didn't mean to, but I see like tons of unicorn and all color, and we all know that I'm all about color.
Yeah.
Purple hair. But I love all of the color, so I'm super excited to hear about this room.
So Dreamscape, story-wise, it's basically you've entered into this mystical, magical school. You're a student in this school as a player in the game, and your last year, your kind of graduating exam has to involves you going into the dream world and deciphering a little girl's dream in order to actually escape it and pass your exam successfully.
Awesome. Okay, and then do you guys do any special events here, kids' birthday parties? I'm sure.
Yeah.
Corporate team building. Do you have any proposals? I mean,
Yeah.
What do you do for
all
special?
that good stuff, all of that basically.
Awesome.
So we have a lot of families bring in their family members for birthday parties, whether it's an adult or young kid.
Sure.
We've had both groups, many of both groups. They always have such a blast.
Yeah.
And then we've had tons of companies come in to do team building events. I mean, escape room in general are so great as a team building event because you just get to see how your employees work together, how they problem solve, who has kind of more the leader characteristics in their personality, who's more of the follower, and it just really helps you as an employer or manager kind of figure out where people are mentally and personality wise to help you better manage them. So always recommend it for that. And then we've had a few proposals. We've had I'm going to say at least 3 proposals so far.
Great. I'm assuming in this room?
Actually in the villains layer. We haven't had one in here yet. In fact, one of the guys that just did a proposal there just I think 2 weeks ago came back and tried the Dreamscape room, and he's from out of town. He wrote a blog about it, how he had a great experience and everything. So
That's
it was super cool. So it's always neat when we're a part of that special moment in people's lives.
Yeah,
so,
that's great.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys plan on building any more rooms?
So as of right now, as far as the suite that we've rented out, this is the max for what this suite is capable of. Our neighbors recently moved out.
Oh, we love that.
I know, right?
I know, yeah.
So they recently moved out, and our other neighbor has a conference room that they really don't use that we could feasibly work with as well.
Yeah.
So I've talked to the landlord just to get some info, but I think it is possible. I have 7 other people I need to kind of talk to and make some decisions on
guys,
that.
This is working.
Exactly.
There's a no-brainer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it is definitely possible. So we'll just have to see how that goes.
Perfect.
Keep an eye out.
And then, is there anything that you could say to either people who want to start their own escape room or somebody who is thinking about this? Like, do you have any advice? I know we get advice from a lot of owners, but anything that really sticks out, just something that is just like, if you don't do this, like, it's a total failure. Yeah.
So starting an escape room company, I mean, there's so many online resources. That's my first recommendation, is honestly just do a Google search. There's been so many awesome escape room owners that have written full-on blogs and articles about step-by-step things you need to consider when starting an escape room. So obviously that research is good.
Yeah.
I think the advice I would want to give is more towards the business side, especially for those of you that are thinking about going into business with partners of any sort, whether it's your spouse or whether it's a friend or family member or anyone like that. And this is more of a general business advice kind of situation,
that's really good, though.
is communication. Talk to your partners clearly decide, okay, what are you going to be in charge of? What am I going to be in charge of? Who's going to deal with the day-to-days when it's crunch time? Who's going to be, inconveniencing themselves for the, how it might affect their schedule? How are we going to share the workload evenly? And just crystal clear communication, because without that can cause a lot of strain on whatever that relationship is, whether it's a spouse, family member, a friend, or whatever it is. So general business advice for that. As far as just starting an escape room, honestly, Google it. I've read so many great articles. All the info you need is out there.
So what makes Clue Avenue unique as opposed to every other game or every other escape room?
Yeah, so I mean, it is the same concept as far as, you're locked in a themed room, you got to work together, solve puzzles, all of that's the same.
Yeah.
But one thing that was specific to, me and my friends that started this business was one real fun aspect about our relationship is we love to hang out and get together. And one of the cool things we like to do is just discuss like really larger than life questions, like philosophical questions. Like that's just kind of the back and forth of that has always been so interesting to us. And so we've tried our best, and I think there's always room for improvement, but we've tried our best to incorporate that to some degree in both rooms. So there are moments in both rooms where you get these kind of bigger questions like, okay, with this information, how am I going to deal with, deciding on the value of life? What about, what does it take to actually sacrifice for somebody? Like these interesting, bigger questions that we hope has our customers leaving not only with a fun experience, but also these moments of, wow, that was a really interesting question or moment that we had to kind of figure out.
To that. And
that's so
awesome.
because that's a part of our relationship, we really wanted to integrate that in our escape rooms as well.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of a unique aspect to it.
Perfect. So the same question that we ask every owner, just because our phone rings with this question all the time, so I'm sure yours does as well.
Yeah.
What happens if we don't get out?
You're stuck forever.
Exactly, yeah. You can't get out and that's it, sorry.
No, ultimately, obviously we let you out, otherwise we would have a lot of legal issues.
Right.
But the general gist is we want to make sure our customers have fun regardless of if they make it out or not.
Sure.
Currently, our Villains Lair room has a pass rate of about 40-ish%.
Okay.
And the Villains Lair room, the Dreamscape room is a bit tougher, and it's, I want to say, closer to like the 20-ish% right now. And so, there's a chance you won't make it out, and if you don't, we always make it a point to make sure that you at least have had a blast playing
Perfect.
it. And I think we've done a great job with the way we've designed the room. Is it's so entertaining as you advance through it, whether it's only a quarter of the way, half the way, or the whole way, that you still leave thinking like, oh, I didn't make it, but man, that was cool, I need to come back and redeem my name.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So
that's
overall,
awesome.
it's a great experience regardless.
Perfect. Guys, I think that's actually it. We have answered all the questions. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for having me. But if they want to book with you, please tell us your website and your phone number.
Yeah, for sure. So you can book your games with us on our website, clueavenue.com. That's clue and avenue spelt out.com.
Like this shirt.
Like this. You see this logo on the website, you're at the right place.
Right.
And you can also book with us over the phone at 760-349-6609. So yeah, we hope you guys are interested. We'd love to have you come and try one of our rooms. You will have a blast for sure. So
awesome. Okay, guys, that's it. Next week, can't tell you where we're going, but it's going to be a surprise. We'll see you then. Bye.
see ya.
Figure that out.